half of his 20-year career. Opening drive of the game, and there's Gronk. The undefendable play. Hall of Famer to Hall of Famer. Bucs missed the extra point. They're up 6-0. Matthew Stafford. Right ankle. Pain, would not return. You see, he hops off. He was 2 for 3, 17 yards, but that is it. Next Tampa drive. Bucs just outside the red zone. Brady. Man, what a Hall of Fame career. Evans is starting to build. 10 catches, 181. Most passing touchdowns in a season, Buccaneer history. That's right. Tom already has it. Passing Jameis Winston's record from last year. So it's 13-0. Chase Daniel's in the game now, and we're not expecting the snap, and he's sacked. Yeah, heads up. Whoa. Gives the undercarriage a bit of a how's your father. Detroit, 186 total yards in the game. Second fewest all season. Now it's 20-0. Here comes Brady. Pitch and catch to Chris Godwin, who had 5 catches for 84 yards. Third touchdown of the half for Brady. Tampa's up 27-0. Antonio Brown, what did he do? 4 catches, only 35 yards, but that's a touchdown. According to Elias, Brady's the only player in the last 40 seasons with 340 passing yards and 4 touchdowns before the half. 34-0 at the half. Give Tom some rest. Bring in Blaine Gabbert. Rob Gronkowski could not have been more open. Only caught 2 passes, both for touchdowns.
Team that he left is already eliminated from the playoffs.
Bam, Rich.
Okay.
Boy, that's a full story.
Didn't know that's what you're looking for. 47-7 is the final, and TB12 is indeed all smiles. Didn't even play the second half of the game. So the Buccaneers are currently sitting in that 5 seed, visiting the NFC East champion playoff spot. The Saints on Christmas Day eliminated the Vikings and clinched the NFC South for them. Huge game today. Seattle can clinch the NFC West with a win over the Rams. The Rams can get in to the playoffs with a straight playoff spot with a win there, and that would set up the Packers to win the entire NFC with a win tonight. And the National Football League, just 2 Sundays left. Ready to knuckle up, Jones?
Yes,
we
sir.
are knuckling. Yeah! Week 16, NFL Game Day Morning is on the air.
Look, how far have they come from talking about a single win to their playoff chances? If Cleveland wins, they'd have a 97% chance to make the playoffs for the first time since 2002. But a loss against the Jets would mean only a 50-50 shot to reach the postseason heading into Week 17. Look, it kind of feels unfair, Teddy, but it's stuff that all these teams are having to deal with the COVID list right now for this team. If you're on that team today, how are you handling combining the excitement of what is right at your doorstep and then the disappointment of what's happening with their receivers today?
Yeah, I think you just recognize and realize what this year is. I mean, other teams have had to deal with this, and now we have to deal with this. And I said this at the start of the year. This championship won by the team for this year will probably the most mentally tough team I've ever been around or ever seen because of everything you got to deal with. It's just a part of the journey along the 2020 NFL football season. This is the Cleveland Browns part of it, and the good teams, the championship teams, still find a way. The Jets have lost Quentin Williams for the year. All right, you should still to be able to run that football, Rex.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and I think it's a big moment for Baker Mayfield, because Baker's been absolutely terrific this year. I mean, you want to give credit. It's like, when did this change? Well, it changed when they named Stefanski the head coach. What he did is he put a system in that fits his personnel perfectly. And I'm talking about his entire personnel, not just the quarterback. But he's got 2 phenomenal running backs. And what we're going to build around them. And by the way, our quarterback's really good if he's got clear vision. How's he going to get clear vision? We're going to move the pocket. We're going to run play action. And that's what it flipped overnight. But Baker, to me, I see a different guy. I see a guy that really grew up. And it started on, I mean, when he was on our show and I talked to him, I'm like, man, this guy's getting it. And it wasn't just lip service. And so today, he's got to be the guy out in front saying, dude, it doesn't matter, man. We got ourselves. Yeah. We're built for this. We have a lot of good players. They're bringing up some guys on the practice squad. How many times, guys, do we sit back and say, I know as a coach, it's like, and we all experience it. every single person in this room is going to play a role in us being successful. And we say it from jump.
Yeah.
Every practice squad player and all that. And it always has to happen. Now, is it weird that it's happening right now and the way it is? Absolutely. But this team, don't flinch, Baker. Get it done. Put it on your shoulders and get it done.
Yeah, but I think they don't have to change much. That's like the irony of this whole thing. It's mental toughness. It's, Baker. Yes, it's all that. But this offense is already built and set up for them to play a football game just this way. The wide receiver thing, losing all 4 guys, it's unheard of. But it's okay with this two-headed monster. And Kevin Stefanski, if you've ever had the opportunity to listen to him mic'd up coaching a game, it is a treat. It is fun. He sits there. You can hear people like calling pass plays. No, I want to run it. No, I want to run it. Commit to the run. I want to take their will. This is actually what he wants to do. I think in a weird way, there's some people in this Browns organization that are kind of fired up for this. Like the running backs coach Stump Mitchell, I know he's fired up for this. The O-line, they're fired up for this. The tight ends coach, they're fired up. I think Kevin Stefanski is like, you know what? This will be a fun game.
Well, you as a quarterback got to know you may have to line up some of these receivers, like literally tell them where to go because they don't know what to do.
And listen, as a quarterback, people don't realize this. When you study your game plan, you spend, I'm talking, more time on the run game rules and the run game checks than you do on the pass game stuff. The pass stuff's easy, but Baker Mayfield at the line of scrimmage, because the other team's going to know you're running the ball, your audibles at the line of scrimmage, all this stuff, you hear it now with no crowd, kill, alert, can, like all that kind of stuff. It's on Baker. Like whether these runs work or not, it's going to be on Baker and Stefanski, how they sort of scheme it up. I'm excited to watch it. This is, ironically, this is a game you shouldn't want to watch. This is a game I'd love to watch.
Yeah.
Randy, I'm actually curious, not that you have a whole lot of experience on a practice squad, but for these practice squad receivers that have gotten pulled up, what do you think this is like for them? Like, what's a normal week like for a practice squad receiver that's different if you're going to be active?
Well, the thing that a lot of the football fans need to understand, what a practice squad player, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are their best days. That's the days that they get paid. The guys on the 53-man roster, they get paid on Sunday. So less than 24 hours when the coach comes in and start calling guys from the practice squad, hey, you're up this week, you're up this week, you're up this week. And then you heard Mort talking about their walkthrough this morning. The Cleveland Browns cannot go into a game like this where they think that this game is going to favor them. They cannot stick their toe in the water. They have to be able to dive in. And, Matt, there's a name that you kept naming, Stefanski. You think about what type of job Coach Stefanski has done this year. You think how they started out. You think about after the injury to OBJ, what the club and what the team looked like. Now you're sitting there taking your whole wide receiver core. So you're talking about coach of the year. We sit here and gave Brian Flores some love a couple minutes ago, but you're talking about coaches coach, players play. This is a big game for the Cleveland Browns. Coach Stefanski, regardless of the two-headed monster they have back there, he has to have a complete game. Special teams, defense, and offense.